Have you ever found yourself crushing on a girl, but you're not sure if she likes you back? It can be so confusing when it comes to interacting with other women because you can't tell if she's truly being just friendly to you or if she's truly interested in you more than just a friend. In this video, I'm going to break down the subtle signs that a girl would be interested in you. And by the end of this video, you're gonna have a much better idea of what signals to look out for to give you that better understanding of that girl's feelings, so stay tuned. Sign number one is going to speak louder than words, and that's body language. One of the most telltale signs that a girl is interested in you is her body language. So what does that mean? Some of the aspects that her body language could be telling you that she's interested in you can include some of these aspects. An open posture. So when she's engaged in a conversation with you, is her body turns towards you? That can present as being engaged and showing that she's attracted to you and her body is telling you that. This can definitely be more pronounced in, say, in a situation that you're in a group setting. If there's like 2 other people, 4 other people, and her body is specifically turned towards you. She could have turned her body towards everybody else, where her full body is being presented, or she's targeted towards somebody else, but her body is specifically angled in your direction. Leaning in is another aspect of body language that could indicate that she's interested in you. When somebody is into a conversation with you, it can present that they are interested in you, showing that they want to be physically closer to you. Sometimes this can even bridge into getting into your bubble because they want to be physically connected to you. Mirroring is another technique that's very subtle. This can look like she's mimicking your movements. For example, if you're crossing her legs, she's gonna cross her legs. If you went to go pick up your drink to take a sip, after you put it down, she's gonna do the same thing. This could indicate that she's subconsciously trying to connect with you. So imagine this, you are at a party where there's tons of people and you get in this conversation with this girl, this cute girl with a couple other people. But you notice that she is specifically engaged with you. Her body's turned towards you and she's kind of like getting into your bubble, really showing that her body itself is very engaged, and she presents some of the mirroring aspects. You're running your hand through your hair and she kind of does the same thing. This can show a little bit as a sign that she is interested in you, but keep listening for more because you want to see if these other signs are presenting itself to truly diagnose if she's interested in you. Sign number 2 is eye contact and smiling. Eye contact and smiling can be really powerful signs that somebody is interested in you. But let me elaborate. When a girl is interested in you, she may be making more frequent eye contact and holding that eye contact with you longer. If she's on the shyer side, she may look at you, but then look away really quickly, but then repeatedly look back. So if she's having extended eye contact, it's showing that she's really interested and she wants to maintain that interest with you by maintaining that eye contact. If the girl has dilated pupils, this is definitely another subtle sign that she is interested in you. This is a physiological response when somebody is attracted to you. So look out for that. So if she's smiling more and frequent with you, there's a lot of positive vibes that she really enjoys spending more time with you and probably something more. So imagine that you're at a coffee shop with this girl and every time you look up from your drink, she is just gazing at you, smiling, and she really holds her gaze when she talks to you. When she smiles, her smiles like really just get up to your eyes and you just know that she's having a really good time. And her energy just radiates. Sign number 3 is physical touch. We're not talking about hugging and like hand holding. Those are very obvious signs of like clearly that somebody's interested in you. Let's talk more about the subtle signs of physical touch because I want you to look out for those times where she may be nudging you or just her hand brushes against you. When you guys are sitting next to each other and her hand just like brushes against your thigh. Those are like super subtle signs, but she's trying to make a move on you. These physical touches may seem innocent, but they speak a lot more when you put everything together. Say for example that like she brushes her hand against yours when you guys are walking, or she playfully touches your shoulders. It just really presents that she's very comfortable in your space. She's very comfortable with you to touch your hand or touch you in ways that are a little bit more than friendly. Sign number 4 is that she is engaged in conversation with you. When a girl is interested in you, she's going to keep the conversation going. She's not going to be like, I'm bored, I'm gonna go talk to somebody else. Like, she will continue to wanting to take that time and spend it with you and talk to you. What is she saying in these conversations? Is she asking personal questions because she just really wants to know more about you? That is a sign. She could also be really engaged with listening to what you have to say. She may not just be waiting for a turn, but she's listening to everything that you're saying. Engaged by asking follow-up questions. She's giving you nods and verbal affirmations to show that she understands and is listening to what you're saying. Not only that, but she remembers all the small details from your past conversations. She'll remember your favorite childhood toy or a story or a memory that you shared with her. But she brought it up because it really mattered to her. A typical person who kind of just met you casually, isn't super invested in you, wouldn't do that. But her remembering these little things, she herself thinks is important, and that's why she remembers them. During your last conversation, you mentioned that you were interested in this movie, this favorite movie of yours, but she remembered that, and she brought it up in conversation like a few weeks later. This really shows that she's been thinking about you, she remembers it, she's engaged, and she brought it up. This is proof. If you want to elevate your dating life and get more dates, I have a free download for you down in the description where I'm going to walk you through how to craft your first message to the girl. This is gonna get her to respond and get her interested to speaking with you. Check it out down below. Sign number 5 is that she is making an effort to spend time with you. When a girl likes you, she is going to find ways to spend more time with you. When we only have 24 hours in a day, we have so much to do and so much time, and we can use that to do things that matter to us. She's prioritizing you on her list. So that can look like she's going to reach out to you, make plans, and initiate things. And that shows that she's taking the initiative to try and make that happen. Or in other ways, say you are going to this event and you casually invite your friends, say she's in that friend group, and even though that it was optional and it wasn't a specific invitation to her, she chose to show up to your event. Sign number 6 is acts of kindness. This is gonna look like if she is going out of her way, these acts of kindness could be bringing you a cup of coffee or your favorite snack. Say for example, you're going through a super stressful week. You have exams coming up, or your job has been like really stressful, and then you have this really big project that's due very soon. She'll maybe Uber Eats you some food because you haven't had time to go eat, or she's gonna come by and like help you with your work or organize maybe a study time. Something to help you make life a little easier for you. This is really a sign that she's engaged with your struggles. She's trying to be there to be supportive, and she's interested in helping you and alleviate the stresses so that you can be happier. So her interest is in you and your happiness. Sign number 7 is compliments and teasing. Say she's making compliments about your specific personality and your specific unique traits. It really shows that she's really in tune with who you are more than the surface level stuff. And this really shows that she has a deeper connection with you. Playful teasing is another way that a girl can communicate to you that she's interested in you. Having this playful banter back and forth shows that she has her guards down and she really enjoys like having fun with you. Teasing is fun, lighthearted, to create a deeper connection. This can look like she's making compliments about how she really likes the way that you are so passionate about XYZ. She really enjoys your sense of humor. She's reciprocating that, but she's laughing about everything that you say or joking along with you. Or maybe she's teasing you about a quirky habit. These are signs that she's paying attention and could be interested in you. Sign number 8 is talking about the future. If you have a girl who's interested in you, she's gonna be thinking about what the future with you and her is gonna look like. If a girl is interested in you, she might be talking about future plans with you. This is a subtle way that shows that she's already invested in thinking about you and her life. If she's mentioning plans about you in the near future, for example, you guys are planning a trip to go to a concert or go on a trip, this shows that she sees you being more involved and wanting to hang out more. You two could be discussing long-term plans, long-term goals. If she's talking about how her long-term goals and dreams are aligning with yours, it could show that there's a deeper connection there. It could also show that she's envisioning a future with you. Sign number 9 is consistent communication. When a girl likes you, she wants to keep in touch with you. This can look like she's always responding to your text messages. There are times where you're messaging somebody and like they may forget to text you back. They're just bad at texting. You know those people. But this girl, she doesn't forget to text you back. And what's even more of a sign is if you know that this girl is typically bad at texting people, but she, for some reason, when you text her, she doesn't present that behavior with you, you could be special. If she's frequently initiating conversation with you, either text message, phone calls, this could indicate that she is thinking about you. This is a sign that you're on her mind, especially if she really likes having phone calls with you. In this day and age where I think texting is typically the method of communication, phone calls is like another level. Some people are just not comfortable phone calling people. And if you are in that bracket where she would rather just talk to you, or you guys have these moments of just like chatting on the phone because it's just easier, that could be a sign. If she follows up with you on previous conversations to check in on you, it shows that she really cares. She remembers a previous conversation, and her following up and checking in on you shows that she's invested in your well-being. So this can look like her texting you, and she replies most immediately, keeping the conversation going with a lot of enthusiasm. She even follows up the next day to ask how everything went. This consistency shows that she's interested in building a connection. Well, there you have it. Those are the 9 signs that you want to look out for to determine if a girl is interested in you. Another key thing is that if you know that she is queer, this is definitely going to make things a lot more obvious that she's interested in you. There are going to be times where maybe a straight girl may present this sort of behavior, and it can be really confusing because she may be super friendly. But if she is queer herself and she knows that she's interested in other women, you may be that other woman she's interested in. Another thing I want you to keep in mind is that everybody expresses their interest very differently. And I don't want you to go through this list and, oh, this girl checks one of the signs, this must mean that she's interested in me. No. Part of reading people and understanding people for subtle signs is going to be reviewing all these signs and seeing if what she's done checks more than one box. So it's important to look for a combination of these types of signs rather than just one. So now you know of the subtle signs that you should look out for if a girl is interested in you. But now you're thinking, oh, maybe she is interested in me, but how do I talk to her? You might want to check out this video next, where I talk about how you can overcome the fear of talking to girls. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.